It is Tuesday, March 19th. We are waiting for our GOP members, and we have Senator Umu Verbaden online. So we're going to begin with presentations from the state academies from about the library construction grants and Perpich Center for the Arts. We'll be hearing Senator Maye Quade, Senate File 3923, my SF 3556, and Senator Gustafson, Senate File 4313. So why don't we get going until the rest of the members can trail in. I know there were some of our members that were presenting bills in judiciary till 1 a.m. this morning, I guess. So we'll give them a little bit of time to make their way to our committee. So let's start with the state academies. We have 3 testifiers, Terry Wilding, the superintendent, Nettie Peterson. Nettie Peterson is our interpreter, and we have Dan Haugen, who is the plant director. The reason for these informational hearings are because these are 3 bonding requests, and the bonding chair, Senator Pappas, wanted us to hear the bills in our committee that pertain to our committee. And so these are merely informational session or hearings, and the actual bill is in the bonding committee. So Mr. Wilding, if you would introduce yourself, and you may begin to tell us a little bit about your state academies and the bonding requests you have.
Good morning. My name is Terry Wilding. I am the superintendent for the schools at the Minnesota State Academies. I manage 2 schools in Faribault, the deaf and the blind school. For some of you, you may not be familiar with our programs. I'll just give you a little bit of background. We are a state agency. We oversee 2 schools, 2 campuses. One serves deaf and hard of hearing students, and the other one serves blind, visually impaired students. We were established in 1858. We are one of the oldest schools in the state. We serve a variety of students from infants, birth, 0. We give support to families at that age. At 12 months up to age 22, our students are on campus, providing education, social, emotional, Braille, O&M, and a variety of services for our students. Our students come from all over the state. We have 50 to 60 different school districts currently enrolled with us. Some are more, some are less, depending on the year. We also provide support services for families, school districts, professionals throughout the state of Minnesota in all of the school districts. I mentioned that we have 2 campuses, one for the School for the Blind, one for the School for the Deaf. They're about 1 mile apart in the city of Faribault. Our deaf and blind students attend both schools depending on the needs of their individual education plan. We serve kids from all over the state. About 40% of our students stay in the dormitories during the week, and then Sunday through Thursday. The other 60% are day students, travel day by day. Some are local in Faribault, otherwise about an hour radius from our school. We are a completely special ed school. That means all of our students have an individual education plan or an IFSP, individual family service plan. We give supports to both the families and the students. We are licensed through Pillsby as well as special ed training. For certain students, we have all of those needs covered. We provide not only classroom, but different resources, trainings, workshops, supports for the schools and families statewide. To explain why we are unique in our funding, we are a school, just as Perpich is, but we are a state-sponsored school. We are not able to levy, get tax dollars, rely on long-term facility funds. We only are allotted the money that you recommend for us. This year, we have 3 bonding requests in the governor's recommendations. We will discuss other projects. We have a student center pre-design, the therapy pool replacement pre-design, and asset preservation. We will start with the student center pre-design. At the Deaf School campus, we have very old buildings. Some of them are close to the end of their life. We would like an architect to come and evaluate our campus to see what is the best way to replace some of those buildings that are not effective, not accessible, and not able to be used, to create one student center that would facilitate our PE classes, our cafeteria, as well as our career tech education. At that point, we would demolish and replace 5 of the buildings. This would give us more effective, more accessibility, and more efficiency. Those 5 buildings are 75 to 100 years old that we would be replacing. For safety and ADA accessibility, this building would give us those opportunities. Currently, our buildings do not meet ADA. There are lots of stairs. There is not elevators or lifts in many of those buildings. More and more of our students have physical challenges in addition to their deaf and hard of hearing or blind, visually impaired. We would like to use the square footage to the best of our ability and maximize our capabilities. Our second project is on the blind school campus. We have a therapy pool. It is a hot tub spa as well. This is not for recreational swimming. This is for therapy. Many of our students who attend our school are in wheelchairs or special seating throughout the day. Their body becomes very stiff and tight and immobile. For them to learn, we need to use the therapy pool to be able to move and stretch their bodies, give them the capability to go back into class and use their, give them more attention in the classroom. The accessibility is not the greatest. We have a 1 old chair lift, 1 student at a time. We do what we can, but we've also expended quite a bit of money into fixing that pool throughout the years. It is time to just look at replacement to make it safer and more user-friendly. We would like a walk-in zero-gravity pool instead of a lift chair pool. This would increase the safety and security for students and staff. Currently, our pool is limited. Sometimes we have to close it for renovations, close it for repairs. That limits our students' ability to learn. So we would like to receive a pool that could give us, our students, more accessibility. Half of our blind school students have physical challenges, so it is a huge impact on our education program when we do need to shut down that pool. Our last one is asset preservation. This is an ongoing request and money each year that we ask for to maintain our older buildings, to keep up our grounds. As I mentioned, we have a 150-year-old campus, and many of the designs were made 150 years ago. It does not meet our modern-day needs. We look at buildings, we make those renovations, we try to do the best we can to make it safe and accessible and usable for our student programs. Some of those current needs include a boiler, roads and sidewalks, replacement of roofs, doors, and windows, asbestos abatement. You can see the list as it is listed there. What we do is we look at the life and safety and accessibility, and then our program needs is also in that criteria. We try to be as efficient as possible. Most of our buildings are not. If you sit in our gym, on the wall, you can feel the wind from the outside. It's not very energy efficient. We try to replace and update as much as we can to prevent that wind from entering. If not all, except for one of our buildings, was built before the ADA. So the design, it's very pretty, it's old, but it does not meet the current standards or codes. We're looking at safety and security. In today's world, we have a big issue. We want to make sure our families feel that our students are safe, and we want our buildings to show that to the parents as they drop their kids off. I've asked Dan Haugen to talk about the projects that we have completed and what is in our future.
Thank you so much, Superintendent. And Mr. Haugen, if you would state your name for the record, and then you can begin.
Yes, my name is Dan Haugen. I am the physical plant director at the Minnesota State Academies in Faribault. So, first time I've been at one of these, so please bear with me. Anyway, so we have been working on different projects. I know we received bonding money to actually do our security corridor, and with that, we did a number of other upgrades to the buildings that weren't included in the project. As far as the bonding projects that we have done, as far as we had our Tate roof. It wasn't that long ago. We did our noise roof and our Tate roof. Both of these are on the historical registry. We just finished the Tate roof last summer. Right now, we're actually doing a structural, we had a structural assessment done at the time the roof was done, in which case now we're actually re-supporting the internal structure of the roof so that it is safe and handle the Minnesota snow loads. It did not meet code according to the study that was done. We constantly are looking at our sidewalks and our parking lots in different areas. We have ongoing projects where last fall we did about $95,000 worth of sidewalk repair, and we do have another 95 coming up this spring, which will be looking at added repair that couldn't be done right before school starts. So a lot of it's kind of dependent on the activity at the school. So if we have a lot of activity, it's very difficult to tear up sidewalks and create hazards, especially when you're dealing with special needs students. So that's kind of dictates when we can do certain projects and when we can't. HVAC upgrades, we just recently upgraded the HVAC systems in our blind school dormitories. We actually installed rooftop units. The units that were in there actually were located in inaccessible locations. They were done back when code allowed it. Anyway, upcoming projects. Right now, we put out to bid the replacement of the entry doors in our Quinn and Smith buildings. These doors were something that weren't touched on the security corridor project, so we actually did a separate AP project to actually replace those. So that will hopefully be happening this summer. Our walk-in freezer at our Rodman building, that is old and obsolete. Actually, the floor heaves up so it binds on the door. So we're looking at replacing that. Two different ADA requirements that we're addressing. Right now, our students are not able to access the stage if they want to be included in a lot of the stage presentations. We need to make it accessible for them. So we will be adding two different ADA lifts to our Frank Turk and our Petra Howard auditoriums. And then there's always asbestos. Everyone loves asbestos. It's one of those ongoing problems with any building that was built years back. And we have a number of different areas where we're actually doing asbestos abatement to make that safe for the students. Then it's just normal accessibility. Our playgrounds, they need to be addressed as far as accessibility, and we need to actually upgrade some of those. The fill on the lower areas of the playgrounds are ending up, well, it's worn away, so in which case we're looking at putting a matting in there to allow for accessibility.
This is Terry Wilding, just adding to some of those projects and not included this year for our recommendations, but communication. Some of you have visited our campus in the past and saw one of the projects. Our library on the Blind School campus, it was funded by Minnesota Department of Education. It was the Braille Talking Library, and it served not only our students, but adults and services throughout the state. When MDE built their new building in Minneapolis, they decided to move that library back to Minneapolis. So our library building is empty. We want to use it in a better capacity, but like we stated, it's an older building. We want to move services into the library, but we have to do some renovations to make it accessible. It is not ready for student use at this time. That will be a future project that we're looking at. We're trying to make the connection to the library building to our main education building to increase transition opportunities for our student. So that will be a future project that will be down the road that you will see coming your way. I think that is enough for us today. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Haugen and Superintendent, for that very thorough report. Members, do you have any questions? Senator Swedzinski.
I'm astounded that your school was founded in 1858. I'm just almost kind of proud of my state that we had the foresight, that we thought that that was something important to do at that time. If you had asked me to speculate what year was the school founded, I would have just said, I don't know, 1920s maybe, and to think it was 70 years prior to that, I'm not asking for the history lesson. I am so curious about who had that wisdom and foresight, and is that recorded somewhere, and that a person could do a little research and find out who was there a person instrumental in that at that time, or was it just a bunch of people coming together in the right place at the right time? Thanks.
Superintendent?
I'm not sure who developed the bill, but the person, Mr. Mott, was a leader and encouraged the establishment and the growth of the school back in that time period.
Thank you so much for that history lesson. Any other questions, comments? Well, I have to thank you for coming up, and thank you, Mr. Haugen, for coming up and giving us a rundown on the projects. We did visit the school this summer and thoroughly enjoyed seeing the work that's there and the services that are provided to the students and to the families. Some of your buildings are updated and beautiful, and others we saw in different levels of disrepair, and so it was really helpful for us to visit, and I would encourage anybody on our team that has not visited to drive down there for a visit. It's a nice drive, and it's a lovely community, and the school was really impressive, so thank you very much.
Thank you all for your time.
Yep, safe travels back. Next, we will hear about library construction, and we have Bobby Burnham, the Assistant Commissioner from the Minnesota Department of Education. And it looks like Mr. Adosh is with her, too. You may introduce yourself for the record and begin.
Good morning, Madam Chair, committee members. My name is Bobby Burnham, and I serve as the Assistant Commissioner for the Office of Teaching and Learning, of which State Library Services belongs in. So this morning, I'm here to talk about the governor's budget recommendation for the library construction grant program. This first slide just gives some data around the 12 regional public library systems with 359 public libraries within those 12 regions. We also have 8 bookmobiles throughout the state and at least 1 library in every county. Some recent data on usage. We now have 13.5 million visits to public libraries in 2022. That's up 9.7 million from 2021. 53 million items borrowed, up from 43 million in 2021. Library system directors report a surge in patrons wanting to borrow materials, attend in-person programming, and access technology, all in person. Many library system directors report demand for meeting space. Among the many uses of these spaces, directors also report meeting spaces are used for telehealth. The need to update meeting rooms with adequate soundproofing and privacy measures is high. The Public Library Construction Grant Program is improvement projects include new construction, renovation of existing library facilities, repair of existing library facilities, many weathered brickwork and leaky roofs exist. There is a need for air handling, HVAC system updates. Accessibility projects include mediation of physical barriers, preventing access for all, automatic doors, ADA compliant restrooms, and upgrading lighting. Eligible applicants include cities, counties, and regional public library systems. There are two types of these grants. One is an improvement grant with a max award of $1 million, and the other is accessibility with a max award of $450,000. This grant program requires a minimum local match of 50%, and the grant process is a competitive review process. The 2024 recommendation and interest, the governor recommends $1 million for library construction competitive grant program this year. The program enables public libraries receiving funding to improve access and meet ADA compliant standards by removing architectural barriers and replacing deficient facilities. The Council of Regional Public Library Systems Administrators, known as CRPSLA, collects data for public library capital investment needs each year. The estimated unmet need that was just recently reported this week by CRPSLA is $194 million. So historically, over the years, $17.8 million in grant funds has drawn nearly $112 million in local support. You can see the prospective cities listed on this slide, as well as the counties. And then some program data. This grant program has been funded 13 times from 1994 to 2003. Appropriations ranging from $1 million to $4 million. 170 awards made in this project's lifespan. The average award was 107, almost 108,000. The largest being $1 million and the smallest being 614. The average local match is $6.27 to $1 of the state allocation. The allocation from last session, the applications are currently out and they close on May 17th of this year. And the total award available for this round is $4 million, the maximum being $1 million and then minimum being $450,000. And that's all I have for you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Burnham. Members, any comments or questions? Well, we know how much we love our libraries, and they get a lot of use. It's a community hub for many of these communities. It provides that opportunity for kids to come in and have story hour, meetings, programs, assistance with technology, taxes, information, and this was really a good report of exactly where and how we are supporting our public libraries in the physical sense of it. And so really appreciate you coming in this morning and sharing that with us. Anyone? All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we will move on to our next one, which is the Purpose Center for Arts Education. And Dr. Charles Rick is here he's the executive director of the Purpose Center for Arts. If you'd like to set yourself up, and when you're ready, just introduce yourself and you may begin.
Good morning, Chair and Committee. I'm Charles Rick. I'm the Executive Director for the Purpose Center for Arts Education, and I have a few slides to share with you today on our asset preservation projects, capital projects, and general information about Purpose as a state agency and arts high school. This is a map of where we are located in Golden Valley. One thing that I want to mention about Purpose, we play a unique role as a state agency. We have Arts High School, 11th and 12th grade residential optional Arts High School. We have students coming from all over Minnesota. You can see on there 36 of 87 counties, 91 school districts, and all 8 congressional districts. And graduation rate has been 100% since 2021. There you see a map there of where our students come from. And then on the other side, we have Professional Development Resource Programs, or PDR, and you can see there where in fiscal year 23, we worked with over 211 districts and charter schools, connected with educators in all Minnesota counties and Senate districts. And you can see on that chart there, all those marks represent somewhere where our art specialist or PDR has been during the past year. So we do reach out to all parts of Minnesota. And we also have a state's arts library. It's actually a residential, it's a public library for Minnesota, and we have access to a wide range and catalog of resources, which include extensive art education resources, and our students use it, but it actually is a public library. Also, we're proud of our students. This is our proud slide. I can just give you a few examples of the class of 2023 and some of the awards which they've already received or are receiving. And so students that come there, besides being talented in the different art areas, they go on to succeed in different areas of competition and achievement. In our PDR programs, there's been a focus on Native Author Series. There's been a focus this year on outreach to Tier 1 and Tier 2 art educators working with PALSB and MDE. And this year we also have a media arts educator cohort going at this present time. And again, back to the library, it's a collection of Native authors. Specifically, we're focused on Dakota and Ojibwe authors. Now for the asset preservation overview. Priority is to preserve existing infrastructure, our strategic plan, budget savings, deferred maintenance issues, and then you can just see there in 2020, 2023, the dollar amounts that we did receive in asset preservation. So for 2020, appropriations, we are using those dollars right now, remaining dollars, to improve our roads and parking lots. A year ago, we might have done more, except there was a project by Golden Valley to build a roundabout on the west end of the property of Purpose. And so I pretty much put those projects on hold until now. So we're going to be working on roads and parking lots, especially the Dorn parking lot at this point. And I will say, with that project from Golden Valley, they did give us a new parking lot in the front of the building, which saved a lot of dollars. Also, we're looking at replacing sidewalks. We started that process 2 years ago. We're going to continue that now again this year. And these projects we're looking to complete by August of 24. For 2023 asset preservation projects, we're looking at replacing the roof and repair the exterior precast concrete panels on one of our buildings called the Gaia building. There's $891,000 approved. Within the last couple of weeks, we met with the state architect on getting consultants out there to determine the scope of the project and design and what it's going to cost. So we're at the present time, we're thinking $891,000 may be enough, may not be enough, we just don't know. And so the priority for the funds is going to be to replace the roof first. Then we'll look at the precast sides. There's a picture up there, and you can, if you look closely, you can see some cracks in those precast panels. They're all about the same level too. For our purpose capital budget request, on the right is our asset preservation request for 2024 for $4 million. The governor's recommendation for purpose is $1.623 million, and we're going to be utilizing those funds to do the following projects. Main project is to do restroom updates. This is a project that's been on the books for as long as I've been there and before. And so in the main building, there was a study done in 2016, and there were a number of issues they found, such as building code compliance issues, restroom doors non-compliant, ADA code compliance, additional fixtures needed. And so the priority is going to be to begin work on restoring those and updating those restrooms in the main building, then move on to the other buildings. So for the 2024 recommendation for the use of the governor's dollars received, there'd be a timeline, would be a scope and sequence would be established this coming few months, next 4 or 5 months. And then after that would be to address and obtain approval of the project timeline and take into consideration when the Arts High School is in session, which is from August to May. So there are going to be some workarounds in that area. And so hopefully the plan would be to begin the work as early as June 2025 to have contractors on campus. And also, if the Gaia roof replacement exceeds the cost of $891,000, those dollars would also come out of this dollar amount from the governor's budget. And again, recently, like last Thursday, I found out that there's some damage done, repairs needed on the concrete walls that are on the dorm. So they may be an additional project in that area as well for repair. We also finish up with, we did have been asking for $100,000 to request safety and security students at the main building called for 2018 security studies, excuse me. So anyway, I'm not going to cover a lot of this because our main projects this year would be the restroom, but I put a couple slides in there for pre-design to improve the entryway into the main building. And so you can see the reasons why we would want to do that for safety, security, reinforcement, ADA. And also the next slide is a picture of 3 of the areas. On the left is the building entrance. The middle is the entrance itself when you walk into Purpose. I know some of you have been there, which I really appreciate this past year. And the far one is it's kind of a lift to get, when you walk into the building, if you want to go from, use that lift to go to the main lobby, you take that. If you want to go down to the lower level, you have to walk down the hall about 100 feet and get into an elevator and go downstairs to get to the lower level. So the whole idea would be to get it pre-designed to make that more accessible for everything. And then Performance Hall auditorium expansion. Right now, the current capacity is 163. Right now, this year, we have 143 students. Right now, we're taking applications for next year, and we could be above 160 students as the way it's looking. So we're going to have, aren't going to have the Performance Hall large enough to seat everybody, including staff. So that is another project for the pre-design that we'd be interested in. So, and at this point, I will take time for your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, members. Any questions? I have a couple. On the library, it's open to the public. Here it is. Statewide Arts Library, any resident of Minnesota can join the library for access to our wide-ranging catalog of resources, which includes extensive art education resources. So how would, is this library open year-round, even when school's not in session?
Yes. And I'll just add that when school's in session during the school day, having people just come into the library, they have to make sure it works out with their school day. But we have a full-time librarian, and it is open all 12 months.
And then do you transfer those books through interlibrary loans, or if somebody was outstate and they wanted a book, how would they access that?
You would contact Purpose, the librarian, and we can, it can send them out through the mail.
Okay, thank you. And then the other question about these pre-form, excuse me, these pre-form panels that are on the front, are those structurally supporting, or are they more of a style or decoration? Are they a regular
I've been
feature?
an architect, or I think they are, I don't know how much of a structural support piece they are versus a beautification of the building when it was built.
Okay. Well, we did go and visit, and again, impressed with the work that you do with a really unique group of our students that thrive under those kind of circumstances. And so thank you for hosting us out there that day and for coming in and sharing your requests with us. Any other questions or comments? Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chair.
Have a good rest of your day.
Okay.
Next, we are going to hear Senator Maye Quade, Senate File 3923. This is a bill for adults with disability programs. Senator Maye Quade, I'm glad you made it back just in time. We plan to lay this Senate File 3923 over for possible inclusion in our future omnibus bill, and I understand you're going to start with an A1 amendment.
Yes,
Would
Madam
you
Chair.
like to move that amendment?
Yep, I'd like to move the A1 amendment. This is, it's just technical assistance we received from the department.
Okay. Members, any questions? No? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Then the A1 is adopted. Thank you, Senator. And if you'd like to just explain your bill, and I know you have one testifier for us.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. In 2023, the legislature expanded funding for community education for adults with disability programs, so all school districts could receive funding beginning in fiscal year 2025. Before this expansion, only about 65 school districts were eligible after they received approval from NDE. With this expansion, we neglected to change the administrative processes to distribute the funding to school districts. So Senate File 3923 clarifies that to receive this funding, school districts must review the program with its Community Education Advisory Council every 5 years, seek feedback from adults with disabilities and other community organizations providing services to adults with disabilities, and include program information in its required annual community education report. That is all that it does. It's just necessary to fix the great work that we did last year so that it can actually be implemented. And I will turn it over to my testifiers.
Thanks so much for that. Ms. Doslin, if you'd like to introduce yourself for the record, and you may begin.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. My name is Valerie Dosland, and I represent the Minnesota Community Ed Association. Thank you for the time today to hear Senate File 3923. I first of all want to thank Senator Maye Quade and the committee for their work last session to expand funding for all school districts who want to offer a community ed program for adults with disabilities. adults with disabilities need and benefit from interaction with their communities and their peers, and community ed programs had found it challenging to do that because of the lack of resources, so thank you for that. We did just neglect to make one change to the administrative processes on how the funding is distributed. As Senator Maye Quade said, only about 60 school districts had received in the funding in the past, and they had to go through an approval process. But since it's expanded to statewide, we no longer need that approval process, but want to make sure that programmatic information is still provided to the department for funding. So, pretty simple bill. And one that doesn't cost any money.
Most importantly. Thank you very much. Anybody have any questions? I remember the hearing last year that we had on this. It was really impactful. I don't know if you have any anecdotal stories or if you're hearing any feedback. Maybe it's too early, but I think that was one of the things that I thought we did a really good job on expanding that statewide, because as we know, our communities of disability really have limitations as they get older, and they're lifelong learners. They need to socialize. They need to continue to grow as an individual. So this is a great opportunity.
Madam Chair?
Yes,
So
Ms.
the
Dolson.
funding does not go into place until July 1st of 2025, but we
Okay.
will be able to share it with you next year. But I can certainly share a personal story. I had an identical twin sister with disabilities, and fortunately, our family was able to support her in whatever she wanted to be able to do, and she was an active participant in the Adults with Disabilities program, and it was one of the most enriching opportunities that she was able to have. So we are thrilled that we are able to expand it to other people around the state.
Well, I look forward to hearing about it and seeing what's been put in place. So, members, any other comments or questions? No? All right. Thank you, Ms. Dolson. Senator Maye Quade, any closing remarks?
No, Madam Chair, I think this is, it's always great when we have a bill that costs no money that does great things.
Amen. So, thank you. And with that, Senate File 3923. Oh, we did that already. 3923 is laid over for, as amended, for possible inclusion in our future omnibus bill. Next, I am going to be presenting Senate File 3556, and we will have our Senator Gustafson come up and take over.
All right. Thank you, Senator Kunesh. You can introduce the bill whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, I have in front of you Senate File 3556. This legislation is to address transportation for area learning center students and funded and money appropriated. So in 2023, we passed a law to allow school districts that provide transportation to pupils and to and from an area learning center program to be eligible for state aid reimbursement. $1 million per year was appropriated. The statute was written, however, as written, applied only to traditional school districts, not to our other school districts such as intermediates and cooperative school districts. Senate File 3556 expands the list of districts eligible to apply for Area Learning Center transportation aid to include intermediates and other cooperative school districts. Students enrolled in the ALC program often find it challenging to attend the area learning center of their choice because of the lack of transportation. And when we went out and visited a couple of the ALCs this summer, we heard the stories about students not able to get to school. It took them forever to get there. Perhaps they had a vehicle that they were using and getting to school and meeting the program, and then there would be an issue with the car and all of a sudden they weren't able to get to school. So there's always kind of emergency situations coming up. Removing barriers for these students provides them with greater opportunity for educational success, better attendance, and more opportunities to graduate. And so, Madam Chair, I have Principal from Matamito Academy, Michelle Balland, here to speak to this bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Before we move any further with your testifier, would you like to make a motion to lay this bill over for possible inclusion in the future omnibus?
I do.
Thank you. And side note to everybody here, this is Principal Michelle Bayland, who used to be my principal at Centennial High School. So just wanted to say hi and welcome to the committee. You may begin whenever you're ready.
All right, good morning, Madam Chair and committee members. So as you've heard, my name is Michelle Bayland, and I am a principal at an ALC for an intermediate school district. And I am testifying in support of this Area Learning Center Transportation Bill Amendment. There's really two main purposes when we're looking at transportation for these ALC students, and it comes down to reducing barriers, which allows for us to also decrease the opportunity gaps, as well as maintaining students' identity and dignity. As you know, there's many reasons why students might attend an intermediate district ALC over their home district ALC. Many of the home district ALCs have areas where there was trauma. They have significant concerns regarding attending that ALC for anything from their own safety to the safety of their family members. Therefore, we are asking that transportation to intermediate districts can be provided for these students so that they can attend our programming to receive the opportunities that we are providing for them. We have a current attendance rate of about 65%, and our current students, about 65% of them also say that transportation is the biggest barrier of getting to school. They are identifying our school as a place that is safe. They are identifying our school as a place that they want to be. Unfortunately, due to transportation, they are unable to get there regularly. And so with that, we ask that you can extend this bill to include intermediate districts and charter schools so that students can attend the school that best meets their needs while maintaining their identity and their dignity as learners in our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Members, any questions? Right? Seeing none, any closing remarks, Senator Kunesh?
Just that it's important that we do remove those barriers, especially for these students who are often the most, so very, very vulnerable. And if we can make it one step easier to get them to school, keep them in school, provide the supports, then I think it's in the best interest of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, Senator Kunesh renews her motion to lay over SF 3556 for possible inclusion into a future omnibus. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Playing a little hopscotch here, or leapfrog, I don't know which one it is. But next, we're going to hear from Senator Gustafson on her file, Senate File 4313, which clarifies compensatory revenue distribution. And when you're ready, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill clarifies how compensatory revenue is calculated for each school building in the event the compensatory revenue drops below the prior year's funding level. If you remember from last session, compensatory revenue was a major part of our bill for universal school meals, and we wanted to make sure that since compensatory revenue would be there could be an impact on how it's calculated based on the forms that we were using for free and reduced lunch. We wanted to make sure that all schools were not losing any of that compensatory revenue. So we did a hold harmless clause that sort of made it so that they were still able to get the funding that they needed. What this does is this bill will ensure that statewide total remains at the level and the additional revenue that must be proportionately provided each school building generating revenue in the amount of the previous received. So instead of providing each building in the manner prescribed by the Commissioner of Education, and it provides a similar hold harmless clause in the event the compensatory revenue is less than a certain amount for fiscal year 26. That's kind of a complicated way of explaining it, but this is good for our schools. It makes sure that they have the funding that they need, and it accounts for the numbers that they were at before, which is why we call it hold harmless. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator. We have two testifiers, Mr. Kronquist, Executive Director of Association of Metropolitan School Districts. If you'd reintroduce yourself and you may begin.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. My name is Scott Kronquist with the Association of Metropolitan School Districts, and also speaking today on behalf of Schools for Equity in Education, Minneapolis Public Schools, and St. Paul Public Schools. I want to thank Senator Gustafson for sponsoring this important bill, and thank you for the opportunity just to say a few brief remarks. Senator Gustafson did such a great job explaining the bill. I'm going to be really short. As she noted, this was a big part of your discussion last year with universal meals legislation, and there was broad consensus that we wanted to make sure that legislation did not have a negative impact or an unintended consequence on compensatory funding for our schools. And so that temporary hold harmless was put into place. But we really think we need more time. There's still a lot of uncertainty. Things are still shaking out in this transition from the paper forms to direct certification. And so extending the hold harmless will just make sure that our schools are not put in a position where they lose revenue and we ended up potentially harming the very students we were helping with the universal meals legislation. So I will keep it at that, Madam Chair and members. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Kronquist. Next, we have online Wayne Kazmierczak. If you would unmute yourself, please reintroduce yourself and you may begin.
All right, good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. My name is Wayne Kazmierczak. I'm the superintendent of White Bear Lake Area Schools. I represent the Association of Metropolitan School Districts, the Minnesota Association of School Business Officials, and the Minnesota Association of School Administrators. I'm here in support of Senate File 4313. White Bear Lake Area Schools is located in Senator Gustafson's Senate District, and we are thankful for her sponsorship of this bill. Compensatory revenue relies on an accurate count of students who are eligible for free and reduced price lunch. The impact of the universal meals legislation has meant that far fewer families are filling out educational benefit forms to determine which students are eligible for compensatory services. And we have become reliant on a combination of both paper forms and direct certification methods. For some context, in White Bear Lake Area Schools, compensatory revenue totals approximately $3.9 million in fiscal year 24 and $4.2 million in fiscal year 25. For the current fiscal year, just under 2,700 students are eligible for free or reduced price lunch. That number is used in the compensatory revenue calculation, as you all know. 12% of those students qualified via completion of paper forms, while 88% qualified through direct certification. The split is normally closer to 50-50 in White Bear Lake. So it's become very difficult to get families to fill out the application for educational benefits. And without direct certification, our revenue would be substantially less than what we currently receive. Significant changes to any component of Minnesota's complicated school funding formula can have unintended consequences. And any significant reduction in compensatory revenue would result in reduced services for some of our state's most needy students. I encourage you to continue to hold school districts harmless until the impact of moving to direct certification is fully understood. This bill would accomplish this. Thank you for your consideration of this bill, and thank you for your support of our students, and thank you for your service in the Senate.
Thank you so much for sharing that information, Superintendent. Members, any questions or comments on this? Seeing none, Senator Gustafson, any closing comments?
No, I just thank the committee for their time and consideration.
Thank you. All right, so with that, Senate File 4313 is laid over for possible inclusion in our omnibus bill. Members, that is all the business that we had on our calendar today. We finished up a little bit early, and so I thank all of you that traveled here, that came this early to participate, and we will see you on tomorrow morning. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.